Hello there. Hello. Hello, my lovelies. How's everybody doing today, huh? Are you all doing well? I hope everybody's doing fantastic. Oh, can I not do this on controller? I guess not, huh? Oh well, I guess we shall begin. Never is the end, 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 never is the end. Are you kidding me? It literally was on. Okay. Settings. Okay, that is... Okay, the audio was literally on this entire time. The audio was literally on. I checked it. I haven't moved my screen at all, but it just... Oh. I swear, there was literally nothing that should have gone wrong. The audio was fine. I have clicked nothing differently. I have not gone to starting soon. I have just... I swear, fate is just trying to spite me. God himself is against me, it feels like. And now I can't move my mouse. Okay. Okay. Okay, can I... Okay, Stanley variable. Wait, you're making me set the time again? Okay, 254. 54. Confirm. Okay, can y'all hear it okay? I hope you can hear it. I hope we can hear it fine. Hang on, hang on. Yeah? Yeah? Before we get started, can I just say something? Sure. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted the game. 12 and 2, 12 and don't call it a day. Because at the clock and I... Oh! I only care about the experience that you're paying attention. Okay, good. It was muted before, but... Pay attention. I don't even know if time setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. You cooperate, next time you boot up the games, call it your favorite time. Good enough time you want. It's just a quick time. You've earned it. I'll let you get back to the video game now. Huh. Okay, that's kind of cool. Begin the game. It was muted before, like... okay. Now I can actually hear never is the end, and never is the end, never is the end, never is the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what orders. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month
That sounds
of
so
every year.
boring.
And although others might have considered every moment that the orders
Okay, I heard static and then the audio cut out.
Stanley was happy.
Alright, let me know if the audio goes back, okay?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Oh boy.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
Okay,
call a
we're
meeting,
fine.
or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, I can't call. Funny sounds. Hey! Thank you for getting it for me, Mystic. Appreciate it. Let me out! I'm locked in! Let me out! I just wanted to type funny things on the keyboard. Hee. Just type the number 69, but I guess I can't. Why is everybody locked? Release me!
All of his co-workers were gone. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
What
Click
achievement?
a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Okay.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost
50
certainly.
clicks!
50
Are
clicks.
you serious? Whatever. Jingle, 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 jingle.
No, I'm still not feeling it.
What
I
do you
want this achievement to have
mean?
meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some
I don't
hustle,
care about
Stanley.
achievements, I just want
I want
to-
to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Seriously? Specifically 417? These don't even look like they're in order. Whatever. I can't go in anywhere. Alright, where do I go? Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in.
Great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
That was all the way back here! Why? 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Oh my god! What am I doing? 415. Alright, whatever.
Now, back to door number 437.
Oh my god. Okay, Mr. Disembodied Voice. I will be a good little glitch and do as I am told.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
The copy machine? Where's the copy machine? It's back in my room, isn't it? The copy machine. I can't go back to my room. Copy machine. Where's the copy machine? Oh.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yay, I'm learning. 417, 417.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Okay. Hello.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416. Yes, sir, Mr. Disembodied Voice.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
He sounds so excited. I can't even be mad. This guy sounds so excited for it. Alright, yes, sir, Mr. Disembodied Voice. Copy machine.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
I got an achievement.
Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
Yay!
Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks.
I didn't! I
Really
was
now.
just trying to open
What
the
were you
doors!
thinking?
I was just trying to open the doors, Mr. Disembodied Voice. Whatever. Is any of these... I feel like one of these doors has to be unlocked, right? I'm gonna turn off all the computers. I'm a rebellious glitch. Wait, were there any computers in the other room? I'm gonna turn them all off. Turn them all off. They left me all alone. They don't know my crimes. No, none of them open. Okay. Thank you for letting me know, mistake. Oh, that's not a win. That's not a mirror. Mirror, tell me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The door on my left, huh? Okay, for now I'll play along. Oh, I can't. I was gonna go in and then out, but whatever. Okay. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, the bulb inside he was in code not anymore. Passive aggressively on other co-workers. That's actually kind of funny. Such ship, shines 6 failure African in the head, and toast real tasks. Calm and productive working environment. Ooh, okay. I am learning, chat. Everyone is unique. You, most of all. I am a special snowflake. Yay! I am happy. Okay, I'm learning. Numbers of slides on the slides. Chart, slides, charts. It's funny. I'm learning. Is it gonna loop or rate which charts are the same slide? Okay, I can't even read that. Market reports. Huh? I don't. Oh, please don't. Please no more charts, please. I'm begging. Yeah, it's extreme. Last shoot. 20 things you love most about your boss. I am a good employee. I am learning. Software's coming. Employee like yourself. It won't climb. Why don't you remember taking people's stuff out right now? You're both of them. What is the future? Nature says transcend charm, plant life, above pollution, metamorphosis, less air, beautiful talk radio. Okay. Okay, thank you. I have learned from this. Yep. Typical monetize, free to play. Oh my god, they're evil! They make the freemium of the DLC! It was hilarious. Okay. Oh, the broom closet!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I'm playing with the door. I found a door. I am a mature glitch, I swear.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Look,
he
I
wasn't
found
even doing anything.
I'm playing
At least
with a
if there was
door.
something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
Sir!
As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
The broom closet. This is an ending? I'm just playing with the door. I wasn't trying to get an ending.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes, I actually am
Standing around
removing
doing
the
nothing?
locked door.
Why?
I'm playing with
Please
the door.
offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Sir, I am playing with the door. It's funny. I like the little sound they go. Whoop, 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 meow.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Okay, the more it makes
I
the
never would have thought to mention it.
narrator is funny. This is okay.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Do you guys find this concerning? Do you find my broom closet concerning that I am this entertained by swinging a door?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid.
Hey!
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. you're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
Funny.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
I'm not even
They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
So
Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
I like how he's so mad and I'm just...
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Funny. Hee, funny door goes squeak. Funny door goes squeak. I'm back in.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
This is hilarious. This is so good. I love it. Yay, he's done the broom closet ending. I thought you said there was an ending for this. Do I just stay in, or...? You said this is an ending, right? Or an achievement or something? Oh, okay. That was hilarious.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'll be a good glitch for this round. I'll be a good glitch and do what I'm told. I've got the feeling money's for stealing. But not yours, of course. So that's a lovely purse. That's funny. I can't flush the toilet? I want to flush the toilet. Can I read the magazines? Can I knock this off the counter like a cat? I want to wash my hands. I have no reflection. I'm a ghost. Lame. My boss is stinky.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Can I knock his glass
Shocked,
off
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, passageway. Okay, is this turning into a horror game? Is this gonna be a horror game? Is this a horror game? I'm a little frightened. Chat, I'm scared. Loading, loading, loading. Fair enough.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
What?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh boy, my favorite. Can I take escape?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Oh, what
did he have the strength to find out?
Alright, I'm coming. Alright.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
It's all of us!
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, this is actually kind of frightening.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Hey, where can I get the tech from this mode?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. I feel like
if I press the button,
for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
If I press the button, I'm just gonna get a game over, right? Because, I'm controlled now, right? I'm gonna become mind controlled. I want to press the button, but I feel like it's going to give me a game over. So, mind control on the mouth. Facility power. Press 5. Awaiting input. Alright, making an army and taking over the world.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I did it! I saved the world! Huh?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Has the evil been defeated?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
I can't see!
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Interesting.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
It'd be really funny if I went back and turned it on again.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Meant to be.
And Stanley was happy.
I'm happy for him. Alright, we did it. Oh, that was short. Alright, whatever endings we're gonna do. Can I turn this off? Is that a key? I'm gonna grab the key.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me.
I guess
In
I'm waiting.
here I can be happy forever.
Okay.
I will be happy.
I will be
Stanley
happy.
waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
They'll arrive.
Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
Tell me what to do. I need
Now it's
orders.
just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer.
It is?
Here it comes.
Oh, huh? Oh.
But Stanley simply couldn't
Oh, same
handle
thing.
the pressure. What if he had to make a decision?
I can't
what
get
if a
out.
crucial
Oh,
outcome
God.
fell under his responsibility?
Well,
he had
all
never
right,
been
get
trained
away.
for that.
Let me
No.
in.
This couldn't go anywhere
I'm
except
sorry.
badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley,
Pause and
wait.
reload. Okay. Begin the game again. Thank you.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The meeting room. I want to do the exact opposite. That one doesn't have a power switch. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Nope, can't go back. Okay. It'd be funny I just go in and out of the ride just to peeve off the narrator. We're going.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I want a drink. Hello, I would like some drink. Give me some drink.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Oh, he's gonna get
really
more
worth
mad.
it.
Oh, he's gonna get mad. Alright, let's get comfy, y'all. Kick your feet up. Can I close the
At
door?
this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
I got any new headphones?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Alright, I'm going.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Doing on the left. Tempting. I'm just gonna do everything. I am an obstinate.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump for the cargo lift when I was leveling. Oh, okay, I'm gonna die. Today is a good day to die.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
That's so good. It's so good.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others.
You
so
can't
the
tell
thought
me
of total
what to
solitude
do.
was terrifying to him.
You can't tell me what
When
to do.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
You
well.
can't tell me what
Perhaps
to
he
do.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
You can't tell me what to do. There's a body voice.
Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You can't tell me what to do.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
Hey, thank
all
you,
this
Chicky.
time.
Love you.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Her?
She's been waiting.
Who's her?
That's her, Stanley.
Hello?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Bread out of the oven?
Right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about
Your damn.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
Screw
I'm trying
you,
to make
man.
a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Alright, fine.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning. F.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
This is his pain.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Yes.
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Let me out! Let me out! I don't want to press the button anymore! I don't wanna! I don't wanna press the button! Let me out! I'm trapped! Help me!
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it
Oh,
would
really?
ever happen to him.
Okay.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the
It
face
was all
of
a
the
dream?
earth. The thought excited him terribly.
P.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Prepared dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stalnley Parable.
Tell you kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Tell your wife you love her.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Screw you. Okay. I'm not pressing it. I'm not pressing it. I'm not. I don't have a choice, do I? I don't have a choice. Please. F-U-C-K-Y.
You see?
Okay.
Can he just not hear me?
Oh, why was
How
it
can I
on
tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
You must.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I
Please
tried
die.
again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
I died? I died. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll do this one and then I'll go back.
This was
up here.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'll get back on track this
The
time.
lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, taking the first open door.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Ooh, this is new. Da, 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 da.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Okay, left.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Okay, you're gonna close this one too.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Brian, look out! This is creepy. Mind control facility?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Yeah.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Oh, come on!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There we go.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago.
Oh, this is
I know for
creepy. I
sure
like
that
it.
it's here somewhere. Okay, then.
Into the back rooms.
It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
There's so many rooms. I wish you could save here and check them all. I guess I'll go down. I'm in the back rooms. Help. Help, I'm in the back rooms.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Alright, we're starting the game again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, please don't be the normal game again. Okay, good.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Okay. Alright, heading back.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Oh boy.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh, I want to go into the air vent. Aw, okay.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
I do not remember.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Yay!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
do you mean?
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those
Hey,
situations.
CKD, nice to see you.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay. Doing good, how about you?
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
An adventure line. Okay, this is different. I am so tempted to go the other way, but fine, I'll follow the line. Whatever.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny.
Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
True.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
A little bit.
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Okay. I love it! This is great! I love it!
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
What fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
I will gladly forget the fern.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh boy. So I just went in a circle, right? Interesting.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Restart. Funny.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay. Sure. Why not?
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Look, it's just...
Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for
This
it.
is the back rooms. Holy crap. I thought we were just going to the square, but...
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Alright, whatever. Screw you, line.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Well, I can't go left. I was going to go left.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Did we?
Whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Good question. I don't know.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
I guess.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we?
Yes,
Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh, I reset. Huh?
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That was the confusion ending, right? Had to think about it for a minute.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nah. This is ominous. Can't pick up the paper.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Definitely.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all?
Yeah.
None of it made any logical sense.
guess
And as
so.
Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
What are the
I'm
words?
dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
How were those
How could it
stars? How
be?
was they floating?
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
What can I do?
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Makes no sense
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
That's what
This
it said.
voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
He said lied as easily as he breathed.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Huh? Huh?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Huh?
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Wow.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
That's nice.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Can't say I blame him.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is trippy.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. See here? Yes.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. Let's see. Going down. I love the music. I think I only got enough energy for one more loop. I am really tired, I admit. Nothing else. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, can't go that way. Okay. Oh God, I'm so tired. I don't know why.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay, sure. Why not? I'll die. Today is a good day.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Alright. I died.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Okay.
Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye. world.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Why is there a new narrator?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Huh? Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Huh.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Interesting. Interesting. Credits. Interesting. Maintenance room. It's like a museum, huh? That's pretty cool. Warzone. Okay. Ah, that's fair. Warzone ending sounds cool. Narrator emails. Interesting. The museum, huh? The lounge. The cargo lift. This is pretty cool, honestly. This is pretty cool. Stanley's office. Interesting. Exit. Read vending. Dissident beta. That's where I came from. I guess we're going down. Monitor room elevator. Stanley Parable.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way.
Guys, do I click quit or do I click quit? Should I quit? Do I click quit or I'm tempted to, but I also want to see what happens, I admit. I don't know. Do I click quit or?
Wait.
Mystic, what do I do? Do I click quit or? Do you know? Either you quit or get crushed. Oh. Okay. Well, looks to me. I think I'm gonna end stream here. I'm still not feeling great. I'll see you guys around.